Hi, Mama. Welcome. My name is Shannon McAllister. I'm a coach and educator, helping mamas really find their maternal authority within, break generational pain and trauma, and once they are healed, they are able to parent from a powerful place of connection and consciousness. I firmly believe that once moms heal any of their inner child wounds, so this is anything that maybe something happened in your childhood, whether you were talked down to, you were never felt seen or heard. These things end up manifesting in our lives later on as adults, whether that's in our work, how we parent, how we handle certain situations. Whenever we are triggered, how do you automatically react? So one simple example was before I healed, I literally, anytime someone would critique me, give me feedback, or my boss would be upset with me, I had a physical response, which was crying. And I would just cry in the middle of the office. And I knew something was up, right? And this was an inner child wound that needed to be healed. I felt controlled. I felt not seen or heard because I grew up in an alcoholic home where I had to walk on eggshells and I never knew what emotions or eruptions were going to be happening that day. And so I didn't trust myself. I didn't feel that I could speak up. And so these are the type of wounds that I really help mamas heal and replace with positive behaviors and coping mechanisms and tools to really change your mindset and change your life. And I firmly believe that when mamas heal, they are able to create a whole new healed cycle. Because what happens is when our grandparents had pain and trauma, and think about it, we didn't have all these mental health tools back in the day. And so when our grandparents went through pain and trauma, they passed it down to our parents, and then our parents passed it down to us. And our parenting style is rooted in our own parents' style, unless we consciously break the pattern. And so that's what we really dive into in my one-on-one coaching sessions, is we really get deep. We get deep into your wounds, we get deep into some of the things that you need to heal from your own childhood. So we'll do a lot of inner child healing. We'll also do a lot of things where you get to play with your inner child and tap in. That is actually the beauty of parenthood as well. Our child is our spiritual teacher and healer. They trigger us, they frustrate us, but they also bring out our joy and our flow and make us more present. I know with my own son, we have so much fun playing and doing arts and crafts, and it's really brought out this childlike nature in me. So not only have I healed from having my own son, but I've also learned to be present and be more creative and be more in flow. And so parenthood is a magical roller coaster of a ride. And as you go through the transition of motherhood, whether this is your first child, your second child, your third child, maybe you are a seasoned mom, but you have always kind of struggled with your identity, with owning your maternal authority, with owning your voice, with trusting yourself and your intuition. Maybe you are just in a season right now where you are really struggling and therapy hasn't been helping. You feel very isolated and not connected, and you really want to work through some of these things. Maybe a lot of your wounds have kind of surfaced during this time because we have had more time to ourselves and to really feel and to really think. And maybe you just need some extra support. And the beauty about coaching, and this is why I will forever have a coach now, because this is really what helped me transform my life and feel back in essence with myself and own my maternal authority, was once I got a coach. So this is why I now help other women, because it is such powerful work. And the difference between therapy and a coach is therapy is very positive tool, and absolutely still see a therapist, especially if you did go through trauma and have a lot of issues that you need to work through. Still see a therapist. But once I kind of had gotten a lot of my things out, I needed to start shifting my mindset, and I needed accountability, and I needed someone to kind of be on me, to push me to my next level, and to keep growing and evolving and shedding old layers of myself and old stories of myself. And so that is exactly what we do when you do one-on-one coaching with me. We will meet once a week for an hour, and we will really deep dive into any of your issues and challenges. And I'm going to push you. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to challenge you. Is that a story that you're telling yourself? Can you really not do that right now? How does that make you feel? Things like that. We'll go through exercises. We'll have journal prompts. We will really start to shift your mindset. And we're going to also start building trust with yourself. I think that is one of the things that I really personally struggled with for a long time, was I didn't trust myself because for so long I couldn't, or the story I told myself was I couldn't, because from my childhood, I wasn't allowed to speak up. I wasn't allowed to really be seen and heard. And so I had to go within and heal that little girl within. And over time, I started to own my voice again. I started to trust myself again. And we build trust over time by taking action. It's not just by doing the mindset work. We're really going to start to embody this maternal authority that you have within. And you're going to really learn how to trust yourself and step in to this new role. Motherhood isn't easy, and a huge part of it, we forget to grieve that we used to have this whole life before. And sometimes we get lost in the role of motherhood, and we get lost in taking care of our children, but we are still a human being with our own desires, dreams, and needs and wants. So we get to remember that, and we get to take care of ourselves, mama. And so what I really help you do is have balance in your life and keep that identity, or start really building and owning that identity of who you truly want to be. What kind of parent do you want to be? And especially if you did go through generational pain or trauma and you have these inner child wounds, we're going to really heal these and replace them with new patterns and with new habits. And I really walk you through conscious parenting techniques, which conscious parenting is all about really being aware of what triggers you and having the mindset tools that in a certain circumstance, say a temper tantrum, you are able to respond not from your subconscious, not from what is rooted in your own parenting style that you were raised in. So say your parents' first reaction would be to tell you to be quiet and to stop crying. We're going to take a pause and really learn, okay, I'm getting triggered right now by my toddler's temper tantrum. How can I shift this situation? Can I keep myself calm? Can I self-soothe myself? Can I get down low? Can I ask my toddler questions? Can I get to the root instead of agitating the situation a little bit more? So we're going to learn how to really manage ourselves, because there are so many books about how to take care of our babies, right? This, that, the other thing. How are we supposed to raise our babies? But no one really tells us or teaches us how to raise ourselves, how to handle our emotions, how to handle our expectations, how to self-soothe. And so that is why working with me is so important, because as a result, you're going to walk away feeling empowered, more in tune with your essence, and have a strong hold on your maternal authority. If this sounds like something that you want to do and you are ready to own it, mama, then please head down to the application below and we will set up a discovery call. I want this to be a fit. I want you to feel comfortable with me, and so we will go through a call. You can ask me any questions that you might have. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and we're going to go on this journey together. I'm going to push you. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to inspire you, and I'm going to lead you to your maternal authority, because you already have it inside of you. You just need that little push. So, mama, let's do this. Head down, get into that application, and let's set up a discovery call, because I want to talk to you.